Hi, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Hana large pendant. This is going to be the 139465. This is the one with the diameter is coming in at 29.2. There's a smaller Hana fixture as well that's coming in at 23 inches. If you're not sure which you need, you can always get back to us with some images or information about your project, and we can help you decide on what you need. Okay, let's get into the size of the fixture itself, and that's going to be independent of the rods that it's hanging from. It's coming in at 9.7 inches tall, and like I mentioned before, it's coming in at 29.2 inches in diameter, so it's a pretty good size. The overall height, this is going to give you a really good range because this is going to start off at 15 inches from the ceiling to the bottom of the fixture, which means this could make a great semi-flush if you wanted to use it that way. And then using different combinations of pipes we'll get into in a second, you can get all the way to 57.1, so just about 57 inches again from the bottom of the fixture to the ceiling. However, this is going to ship with 20 feet of wire, so I can easily get you down 20 feet from a junction box to the bottom of the fixture by just ordering extra kits. So the kits, when you order them by themselves, come as one 12, one 6-inch, and one 3-inch, and a bunch of little connectors that put them together. If you're not sure about what you need, you can always email us the overall height that you're trying to attain, and I can help you sort out what kits to get. If you need to go beyond 20 feet, we can do that too. We do a custom version of this. You will tell us the overall height you're trying to achieve, and then we can send that to Hubbardton Forge's customs department. It's going to come back with a quote, a little more time, a little more money, but we can get you what you need because these are made here in Vermont. So that's what's a good thing. Okay, let's get into a couple other little details. This is coming in at 17.5 inches, I'm sorry, 17.5 pounds, so it's very light. It's just going to hang from a normal 4-inch junction box. And the canopy on this, on the ceiling, is coming in at 5.5 inches in diameter. And that's going to go over this nicely too. I want to show you a little bit more information about that, and how we're going to do it is we're going to take a quick look at the installations instructions now. So if you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over that side of the screen. Midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. It's going to show you a lot of good things there. So it's going to show you that this is slope ceiling adaptable to 45 degrees. There's going to be a knuckle that's going to be at the top where the canopy meets the top of the pipe, allowing this to bend and up to 45. So you're all set there. There's no customization needed. It's going to show you some good detailed drawings of the canopy, the inside of the canopy, how it goes on here. Also nice to see. It's going to show you also a chart. That chart is also on the page for this. You can see it over there as well. That chart is going to show you which of these pipes and combinations of pipes you're going to use to get to all of the listed overall heights that are listed on that chart. And again, that's from the bottom of the fixture to the ceiling. So it's very simple. You're going to also be getting, well, let's go over. So you're going to be getting automatically with this, you're going to get 3 of the 12-inch, you're going to get 1 of the 6-inch, you're going to get 1 of the 3-inch, and you're going to get a bunch of these little connectors, threaded connectors. The pipes have threading at each end. This is very easy to put together. I would probably put a blanket down on a table. I would put the body of the fixture down below. That's with the sockets and the wires coming out. You're going to figure out from that chart which combinations of these you're going to use, and you're just going to lay them out in a little line, and then you're going to just send those wires through each of them, and when you're done, you're just going to simply screw them together. It takes 2 seconds. So you do like this, you screw them together, and the engineering from Hubbardton Forge is so good you can barely see that there's even a line. It's a really nice clean look all the way up. So take advantage of those charts and those install instructions because they are awesome. Let's talk about what you can get out of this as far as lamping goes. This can provide a ton of light if need be. It's totally unobstructed light facing down. However, you're going to be seeing the bulb, so it's good to kind of zero in on an aesthetically pleasing bulb that you like. And there's all kinds of bulbs you can use. One I would probably look at would be like an Edison type of bulb, and those are kind of like this one, but they have a little bit of a point on the end. They're kind of old-timey looking, and they look pretty cool in this, I think. But there's other bulbs you can use as well. So they're going to tell you in the specs that an A19 is the normal bulb that you can use in this, and it's kind of a fail-safe fallback position, more or less. It's going to be using a medium-based socket. Very simple. We all know these bulbs. We all grew up with them. This is a standard-sized light bulb. However, and if you want to go with an incandescent, you can still go with a 75-watt version of that if you want to. But there's all kinds of great LEDs you can use in this as well. I talked about the Edison LEDs. Talk about these too. These are going to be decorative globe-shaped bulbs. And there's no limit to the size that you can put into this other than can I get it into the bottom of this, and almost everything is going to be a yes. But these can be pretty cool as well, facing down. This is an LED, this is an LED, and there's no limit as far as the wattage because they're not going to use much electricity. They're going to be like 4 watts to a 10 watt. A 10 watt version of one of these is going to be the equivalent of about a 100 watt bulb. So you can kind of go down from there. So that's why I said you can get a ton of light out of these. You can find these bulbs all over the place. They're probably easiest to find in places like Walmart or Lowe's or Home Depot or Ace Hardware. You can also find them on online. So there's a lot of bulb sites. There's also Amazon if you want to do that. And they're going to vary. So you got a clear one here. It's a phosphorus one. What you don't see inside this guy is the same phosphorus lines. So this one's opaque. So remember, if you go for something like this, it's going to hide the filament and the glare of that. If you go for something like this, it's going to be more old-timey looking, and you're going to be able to see those phosphorus pieces inside. Something to think about. But these are so inexpensive, you can just try different ones and see what you think. They're going to offer these bulbs to you when you go looking for them in different types of color of light coming out of them, and I talk about that in every video. They're going to offer these to you in 2700 Kelvin. That's going to be a super yellow setting sunlight, which could be very pretty in this. But they're also going to offer these to you in something called daylight. So daylight sounds like it should be a warm light, but it's not. That's that bluish white overcast day or hospital waiting room light. That's going to be 4,000, 5,000 Kelvin on that Kelvin scale. What we like to use in our showroom, talk about it in every video, is going to be warm white, soft white. And that's kind of the industry standard for a bulb that mimics the light of an incandescent bulb. That's 3,000 Kelvin. That's what we like to use. Matter of fact, that's what's used on this table right here, coming down from these 3,000 Kelvin warm white, soft white LEDs. So that's what we like to go. In any event, it's a dimmable fixture, so wherever you get your bulbs, just make sure they are dimmable. And it says it right there. Tell your installer you're using a dimmable version of an LED. They're going to want to put the correct dimmer on the wall for you. Let's get into metal finishes now. If you are on the HandmadeInVermont.com website, look over in the red tabs with the pictures in them over there. You're going to see a Finishes Help Guide tab. Open that up for me. It's going to be a video there of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton forged finishes, how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a chart just down below, so scroll down a little bit. You're going to see a chart. You can click on that chart, so you can click on dark smoke, you can click on soft gold, doesn't matter. Big page will pop up showing you lots of different things in that finish. You can go back to the chart and you'll notice there's letters A's on them, letter B's on some of those things, and that's going to be showing you this range of variants that you can expect to see on different translucent finishes, but I'll talk about all of that in the video, okay? Okay, showroom. Our showroom in Vermont has over 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. No other showroom is like this. Hubbardton Forge doesn't even have their own showroom. They use this one. What's on display? We have a great tab on that. And those same red tabs, you're going to see a What's on Display page. So open that up. It's going to show you everything we have on display, and including which finish, which shade, all of those things, and what kind of glass it's on there. We're open every day except Sunday, 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have an amazing clearance center. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued stuff, showroom samples. You have to come here to use it. Can't call us or email us about it, but it's definitely worth coming in to look at if you're in Vermont. Plus, you want to use the showroom anyway because there's just so much great stuff here to see. Our number in Vermont, 802-446-2400. You can email us 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Love to answer emails, and it's sales@HandmadeInVermont.com. So when you order from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is going to be free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. And we're the only dealer with 90-day returns, no restocking fee. Nobody else does that. Some larger items are going to be non-returnable. It's going to be really important that you are looking at the fixture on that page and kind of scroll down under the description. It'll tell you if that is the case. And that's usually for really big, giant, huge fixtures, mostly that go out on pallets. Okay, that's it. Rush program. Let's talk about that. So rush program, Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to go out the door. That's production time before your transit time. You always have to add that on too. We offer a rush program that takes you from that 3 to 4 weeks down to a little under 2 weeks. It's a very small addition per line item. So if you have like 1, 2, 3 items, like let's say 3 or 4 outdoor sconces, and they're all the same size and they're all the same finish, that's one line item. So it's very inexpensive to rush those kind of things. Don't be afraid to email us and ask about that. Okay, so that's really it. If you guys have any other questions, let us know. We would love to see you in our showroom sometime. And thanks for stopping in.